Let's make some homemade birria tacos. This is a 6 to 8 hour crock pot recipe. 6 hours on your high setting, 8 hours on your low. This is a ground chuck roast. I'm gonna season with onion powder, garlic powder, thyme, sea salt, pink Himalayan sea salt, and black pepper. And we're just seasoning both sides. Oops. And just in case I did not say it, this is a beef ground chuck roast. I'm just gonna pan sear both sides to brown it. These are all the peppers that I use. Since this roast is smaller, I'm just gonna use 2 of each, only 1 of these because these motherfuckers are hot as hell. And you can always add more spice, but I de-seed them and then I steep them and I'll show you that part. Okay, and want to get a good brown on there, you feel me? So in the crock pot, I'm just going to add, to start off, with 1 cup of water. If the roast is bigger, do 2 cups. And then I'm just going to add some beef bouillon for a flavor base, and you'll see why later. As you can see, this is more than enough water to start off. And cinnamon stick, throw you one in there. It does something. I don't know. Get you a cinnamon stick and throw that bitch in there. And this is what I mean when I say de-seed. I like cut it open. All these seeds, I just get them out. I'll probably cut it. So I cut it open. There's still some seeds. I don't like a bunch of seeds in my consomme, or however you pronounce it. So I just sat the de-seeded peppers in the pot with the meat. I'm going to cook these on high in the crock pot for about an hour, hour and a half. Let them get soft. That's why I said steep. And then I'll show you the next steps, which will show you how you're going to build your consomme sauce with this. So to get started on the consomme, since that roast isn't huge, I'm going to use 2 Roma tomatoes, cut those up. I'm going to use half of an onion, and then I'll probably just use 2 to 3 cloves of that garlic. And then I'm going to put those peppers that I steeped in here, and I'll show you. I didn't even add that full half an onion. This is everything chopped up in the steeped peppers, and I'm just adding some of that juice from the crock pot in here. I'll probably do 2 cups of that. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of this chicken bouillon to this as well, and it's gonna help with the seasoning. Give this a blend. Now my next step is I take that blended, this is what's gonna make your consomme, and I put it in a strainer. Just so all those little gritty pieces, I don't want that in there. Like, you see that? I don't want that. But I do want the juice, so you'll see that part too. So I just kind of go back and forth just so it can go into this little pot I have under there. This step might take a couple minutes, but I'll show you the end results and you'll see the grit part that I said I do not want. So this, I don't want. This, I do want. This is what we're gonna pour back into the crock pot. Like, I don't want that grit. As you can see, the roast has cooked down, and we're just gonna pour that right in there and let it finish cooking. Also, at this point, if you want to do just a little taste test to see if you need to add more seasoning, we are actually good. But this is a good point if you want to add any more garlic, onion powder, chicken bouillon, or what have you, and let it just cook. So we have an hour left, and it's pretty much done. I'm just gonna break it up a little bit. It's tender, so we're gonna be good. Gonna let it cook for the last hour. Yeah, we working with something now. You can actually take the cinnamon stick out. Yes, sir. This is what I'm putting inside of my birria taco. This is the cheese I use, or this one. It comes in jalapeno too. A red onion, purple fucking onion, stop playing, and cilantro. And we are about to build these tacos. Took some of the consomme out of the pot, and what you want to do is just kind of dip your tortilla. If it's too much, you can always put another one just to get some of that excess off, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. So, see how that works? And just dab the other one on the other side. I'll put another one right there, and there we go. You can do one shell if you want, but I'm gonna double shell these, so I put some cheese in the middle of each shell. What I do is put meat on one side, and then on the other side I'm gonna put the cheese, onion, cilantro. So here we go. Like I said, cheese, meat, onion, cilantro on a medium high. And the reason that I build it like that is once it gets crispy enough for me, and when I flip it with the spatula, it's easier to kind of fold over. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. But these bitches look bad. Bad. You feel me? Yeah. How easy was that? Bow. Get your ass over here, boy. Flip them so they can brown a little more on the other side. Yes, sir. I'm doing this with one hand, so don't come at me. So here's the finished product. Even though that roast was smaller, I was still able to get 8 tacos out of it. This came out really good. I've yet to try the viral Birria bombs, but I might try those next. This is how you make them homemade. You see that drip? Oh my God, these came out so fire. Chef Boy AD out.